Hey guys, what's up? Todd here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, quite a while, since I posted on here. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to create a weight loss vlog like I did before. That was sort of 2 attempts ago. Last year, I tried to lose some weight again, and I was pretty successful. I didn't make videos about it. Instead, I posted to a blog that I had some friends who would check out, and I'd send them links when I'd post it on there, and we'd talk about it a little bit. I've decided to go back to the video format, though. In part, I was inspired by Biker, B1 Biker, YouTuber extraordinaire in the mountain bike area, and his vlog series on weight loss. To be perfectly honest, I'm embarrassed to be back at this. I feel like a failure. I feel like just giving up. I feel like this is impossible. Probably more than half a dozen times in my adult life, I have set out to get healthier and lose weight, and I have, usually for a year or less, and then I just go back to my old habits and I regain it all. This last year was no different. 2020, like a lot of people, I was gaining some of those COVID pounds to begin with. Probably the stress of it all and everything contributed to stress eating. So my weight ballooned up to heavier than I'd ever been before. I was over 300 pounds. I had never been over 300 pounds that I knew of in my life before that. So that really inspired me to try to lose some weight. And I did. I lost 30 to almost 40 pounds. I got down in the high 260s. And then I just gave up on it. My biggest issue is diet. I know that. Because I like activity. I like getting out and exercising and stuff like that. I have exercises I like. I love cycling. Last week I went on almost a 30-mile bike ride. So it's not necessarily from being a couch potato all the time. It's from overeating is my biggest issue. Probably stress eating. Probably lots of factors, I suppose. Which sometimes makes me feel hopeless. Because I've tried it so many times and failed. But I'm going to try again. So, enough talking about the failures of the past. Let's talk about the successes of the future here. So, I'm going to weigh in on Wednesdays. I'll try to post these videos on Wednesdays, but it might be later in the week. But the actual weigh-in will occur on Wednesday mornings. Wednesday weigh-ins. I weighed in yesterday at 297.2 pounds. For the people who are into the metric system, if you care, that is 134.8 kilos. So that's a lot. And I've had days recently when I've been over 300. Weight fluctuates somewhat daily, so I've been in that 300 range again. So what's the plan? I would like to try to lose a pound a week. I know often guidelines are that, a pound or two a week is a good goal. Over two, and you're sort of stretching your ability to do something that's long-term maintainable. On the flip side, I'm happy if I lose a little bit more. And I talked to an exercise physiologist I know who told me, well, it is sort of relative to one's size. So being that I am about 300 pounds, 3 pounds, for example, wouldn't be such a huge ask as it would be for someone who's starting out at 150 pounds, right? So, if I can try to lose a little quicker than that, I'm not I'm not going to be mad. That's for sure. But anyway, the goal will be 1 to 2 pounds a week. And this will be over a year-long project, I suppose, depending on if I'm more in the 1 or 2 pound range a week. Because I'd really like to get down below 240. I'm somewhat inspired by Biker also to try to get down to 220. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could, given my height and build and everything. Like, I could, definitely, and that would be a healthy weight for me. But I've only once in my adult life made it below 240. So, in all of these times that I've done this over the last, over a decade now. So, 240 is the goal. If I get there and I feel like trying to get, even leaner, great. But this is a big enough project as it is trying to get below 240, I think. So 240 is the goal. So, I mean, we're talking just about 60 pounds. So, just about 60 weeks, so just over a year. So I guess maybe the goal could be, though, to get 240 within a year. That could be a good goal, I suppose, because that would be just a little over a pound a week. See if I can try to get below 240 by next March 10th. So anyway, but the goal, get below 240, and we're aiming for at least a pound a week. The method, I'm going to continue to try to get 10,000 steps a day. That's just sort of like a baseline activity goal, and I think that has served me well in the past. When I'm working, it's easy. I work in an emergency department, and there's lots of walking. So activity is, on work days, easy. On days off, though, I can have a tendency to veg out, if I don't have to leave my apartment, I don't have to walk very far. So last year, when I was losing some weight, I intentionally started walking more just to make sure I got in those 10,000 steps a day. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to try to bike as many days a week as I can. Even if it's little bike rides, big bike rides. Working 12 plus hour shifts a week in an emergency department does not lend itself well to doing much else on those days, especially since they're always stacked 3 in a row. So I don't usually get big, activities in on those days other than just my walking. So I'm going to try to ride a bike 3 to 4 times a week. I mean, 4 will be the goal, but at least 3. If I need a rest day, I need a rest day, I suppose. But we'll set the standard for trying to do some sort of cardio at least 4 days a week. And that's basically what I did last year, and it worked great. The other goal being I kept my food intake, my caloric intake below. Initially, it was 3,000 calories a day, and I slowly sort of inched it down. I was below 2,700 calories a day. 2 years ago when I did this, which I just feel embarrassed talking about this. It's like, why am I such a failure just at life? But 2 years ago, did this. And I was actually working with a nutritionist, and they had me aim for 2,200 to 2,400 calories a day. So that's going to be my goal again. 2,400 calories. Stay under that. That's what a nutritionist told me to do. I was about the same weight I am now. So let's aim for 2,400 calories a day. Plus, I was sort of inspired once again by Biker. I know it's a lot to put on him, I suppose, but he mentioned the idea of 10 calories per pound that you want to weigh, and I'm like, oh well, if my goal is 2,400, then my goal is 240 pounds. That would be 2,400 calories a day, and that just happens to line up with what that nutritionist set me on. So I don't know if she was using that same math, but anyway, so I want to add in resistance training. I don't know what resistance training to do. Like Biker, he was doing 3 times a week. Just sort of sounded like, at least when he started, like a 30-minute sort of circuit workout. So if anybody has any ideas on a good sort of, if there's like a total body workout that I can do like 2 or 3 times a week, I think that's what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to look at them myself, but if anybody has ideas, let me know. So yeah, I guess that's about it. So, going to try to lose a pound a week. The goal would be try to do that in about a year to get down to 240. If I can do it quicker than that, which I probably can, but if I can get down below 240 in about a year, great. The method, daily, 10,000 steps a day. Also, bike rides 3 or 4 times a week, either outdoors or on the indoor trainer. I do have an indoor trainer. It is immediately to my left right now. So yes, I do have an indoor trainer. And yeah, 2,400 calories a day. So that's the plan. We're going to start. Like I said, this week I weighed in 297.2. So the goal for next week would be to get down to 296.2, I suppose. So thank you for joining me. And also, if anybody else is trying to lose weight, this is sort of a big ask. I don't know. But if there's anybody else out there and you want to be sort of like accountability partners, like, hey, like if you're also trying to lose some weight and you want to check in with each other, let me know, because I feel like that's helpful for me. So yeah, thank you all, and I'll see you next time. Peace.